Vaccination, vaccination, vaccination. What's the big deal with vaccination? That's the debate today. But the truth about the whole process about the vaccination is, if you're vaccinated and I'm not, then why are you worried about me? Aren't you supposed to be protected? But really, are you? Now, this last Thursday in New York City, the mayor of New York turned and he signed a bill that states that the people of New York City can no longer use religion to opt their children out from vaccination. Come on, I thought America was that, like they say, America was like that symbol of freedom. Now they're taking away your religion. Now they're taking away your religious belief. It doesn't matter what you believe in no more. They're literally trimming it down. You can do this, you can do that. No, you can't. Cut it, little by little by little by little.
Well, good morning, Chris and Mary. Governor Cuomo's office says this new law will go into effect immediately. Its goal to protect the public after the worst measles outbreak in decades. Now, this yeshiva here behind us on Bedford Avenue remains closed today after violating public health orders. New York Governor Andrew Cuomo signed a bill in Albany Thursday ending vaccination exemptions based on religious beliefs as parents against vaccinations protested in assembly chambers.
The government does not have the right to interfere with my personal religious beliefs.
Senator Brett Hoylman sponsored the bill, which Governor Cuomo signed into law immediately after the legislature passed it.
If your kid is immunocompromised, and going to school or daycare center, you want to know that they're going to be safe.
This is a public health crisis.
The measles outbreak began in October and has spread through parts of Brooklyn, particularly in Orthodox Jewish communities.
Despite my pro-vaccination stance and despite my beliefs that there are no religious restrictions, it is my constitutional duty to vote in the negative.
Since the start of June, there have been more than 250 confirmed cases of measles in Rockland County.
It's our obligation to act, but we have to do everything we can to get the number of people vaccinated up.
Under the new law, parents will still be able to opt out of vaccinating for health reasons, such as a weak immune system. But besides that, unvaccinated children will not be allowed to go to school across the state.
We will not vaccinate. What's going to happen is we're going to either homeschool or we're going to move out of state.
Governor Cuomo's office says it's up to each school administration to enforce the law. Now, this yeshiva that was closed for violating orders will not be allowed to reopen until school officials put forward a plan to fix the problem. We're live in Williamsburg, Brooklyn. Natalie Duddridge, CBS 2 News.
So what does this mean for everyone else? It's a little seed that was planted and it's going to grow. First, what they did was they told people, they say, hey, all those who are not vaccinated, they're bad people and they're going to get you sick. How am I going to get you sick? If you're vaccinated, then that means the vaccination doesn't work. So why you took it in the first place? These are the questions you should ask them. But see, a lot of people are not asking them. They're just sleeping. And then they're up and hey, the news said, oh, my child should be vaccinated. This is going to happen. And you run like a scary cat down there and get your child injected with something you don't have a clue what it is. Of course, the doctors and nurses, it's the measles vaccine, and they don't know. They're down here. The people who are way up there, they're the ones that are making them, and they're the ones that are killing off a lot of children. It's out there if you really want to know, to see and know for yourself. But some of you are just sleeping. You're just sleeping and you don't care. You act like you don't care until it comes knocking at your door. It's going to start one place and then it's going to go all the way through. It's a little seed that's planted and foolishness is going to go around the world. Yes, it is. But hey, who cares, right? Last time my son got a shot of vaccination, he got really sick. I said, that's it. All I've been hearing is, oh, the news said this and one case showed up here. And I'm not taking him to get him that measles shot. I am not. Oh, but when it's time for him to go to school, he's 9 months old. That's a long time away, ain't it? When it comes to that time, I will deal with it. But I'm not subjecting my son to every single shot out there. I don't care who have taken it. I don't care who has done them nothing. That is my right as a parent to make that decision for my child. But in New York City, they want to take it away. And eventually, they're going to come all around the world, and they're going to want to take that right away. It's up to you. They're not doing this stuff because they can do it. They're doing this stuff because people's agreeing to it. People just going along with every little thing. It takes a celebrity to say something. Oh, and everyone is like, oh, this person said it, and I believe what they say because they're a celebrity. Oh, this billionaire said something and I just believe them. I mean, a basketball player, a football player, they tell you jump off a roof, you're going to do it. And that's what they're doing. They're utilizing Hollywood, the music industry, the sports industry to literally convince people of doing all these things, accepting them. Like, hey, accept it. It's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. I'm doing it. And if you're going to hell, I should follow you too. So it's up to us to make a difference. And, unfortunately, truth be told, prophecies must be fulfilled. And there's only few of us who see, who hear, who understand, and who will literally stand against it. And the majority of the world will accept it. But why? We can make a difference, but people just not choosing to. And God already said it. But that don't mean that we stop speaking about it. That don't mean we stop keeping you updated about it. Nothing. But it's just for you to see for yourself. It's we're either planting a seed or we're watering, but God gives the increase. And just pray and hope that your eyes be open and you would hear and you would understand what's going on and it would not catch you when it's too late. All these little children are dying because of all these vaccinations. And some of you just don't care. But like I say, one day it's gonna, when they knock at your door, what are you gonna say then? And unfortunately, that's when some people will care. I myself, when I left and went to America when I was like 13, and from then, I think when I was 12, almost 13, from then, it started vaccination. Then I joined the military, and it was worse. It was mandatory. I mean, it was just shot after shot. Go get this shot. Go get this shot. You have to go get this shot. And you couldn't refuse or you go to jail. Then when September 11th happened, I did 39 months in Iraq, and trust me, the anthrax, you had to go get your shot, your booster. And when I got out, I said, that's it. I caught the flu once. 9 years I've been out once. I took some home remedies and I was done. And you take those same flu shots and you get sick just like I did, and I didn't take them. But do you know that the flu shot that you receive is a strand from the year before? So technically they say it keeps changing every year, so they don't have the new one to give you. So why are you taking it? Why do you subject your children to the same thing too? All of these shots and it's weakening the immune system. It's called death. It's paralyzing some. It's causing mental illness, a mental disease. It's physically messing them up. But only few care. Because a lot of people out there going to say, oh, it's just a small number that it affects. Until it come knocking at your door. Well, I hope you heard what I said. I hope you listened. I hope you understood. Don't let them do this to you. And don't let them do this to your child. Yes, it's going to happen all the way around the world, but I'm not going to accept it. I'm not going to promote it. I'm not going to support it. I'm not condoning it. Don't be asleep. Doctor's going to tell you, oh yes, give it to your child. They don't know nothing. They down here. And there are people way up here who's behind that stuff, all working for the devil. Get yourself spiritually prepared for what's about to come. And believe me, St. Vincent is no exception. A lot is going to come and it's going to happen here. We're not exempt. No, we're not. Until next time, thank you for listening, and may the Lord bless you.